A Scottish family got a heartbreaking diagnosis after they took their son in for an average checkup. After returning from a family vacation in January, Nicole and David Quinn realized their son Tommy was getting sick after eating certain foods, they told Glaslow Live. The family feared different things, including food allergy, when they noticed he struggled to sleep, but wrote it off. Nicole, who is a nurse, only got seriously concerned during a party where Tommy grew lethargic and did not drink or use the toilet. It was then she called doctors and took her toddler to Glaslow Children's Hospital. While at the hospital, Tommy drank a juice and used peed, so they were sent home, but just a few short hours later the parents brought him back after feeling something was definitely wrong. We had given him something to drink when we got home and we woke to find he had been sick everywhere. I just had a feeling that we needed to take him back because something wasn't right, Nicole told Glaslow Live. He wasn't his usual self, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it was what it would turn out to be. Then an examination by a doctor, who initially thought Tommy could be constipated, changed everything. The registrar came in and felt his tummy and her face just dropped, she said. Everything started spiraling from there. Tommy underwent blood tests, IVs, and ultrasounds. She advised us that the mass is unlikely to be constipation, and given his age and other symptoms, it is likely to be something nasty, Nicole said. Weeks of testing would confirm Nicole's worst fear. Doctors told her Tommy had stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma, an aggressive and rare childhood cancer, which has a 50% survival rate. Doctors found the youngster had a tumor on his adrenal gland with secondary manifestations in his lymph nodes, thorax, and spinal cord. He is a typical boisterous boy who loves playing with cars. You see these things happening in the news, but you never expect it to happen to your son, the devastated mother said. Following the diagnosis, young Tommy would undergo tests on his heart, hearing, and kidneys before having a central line inserted to start a grueling induction chemotherapy regime consisting of 7 volatile chemotherapy drugs, which had brutal side effects on the toddler. As well as suffering the effects of the chemotherapy, he also underwent numerous bone marrow procedures, blood transfusions, CT and MRI scans, nuclear MIBG scans, GCSF injections, stem cell harvest, tumor resection, and his first intensive chemotherapy and stem cell transplant. Tommy even lost his hearing due to the chemotherapy, and now needs hearing aids. Despite the health struggles, the toddler is in good spirits, according to his mom. He is blissfully unaware he is so sick. He'll be attached to 4 or 5 chemo lines and doing forward rolls in the ward, she said. Me and David have to chase him with the machines when he is on his scuttlebug to make sure he doesn't go too far away. It took him 4 or 5 chemo rounds to come back to himself. But he is a whirlwind now. He had keyhole surgery for his tumor and got home 2 days later. I looked away from him and he was outside on his trampoline bouncing away, she added. He has amazed us all with his resilience and strength, keeping his cheeky smile and mischievous nature and making us so proud of how he is coping daily and taking it all in his stride. For now, Tommy has 18 months left of treatment before the family knows if he is in remission. But unfortunately, even then he isn't in the clear, because remission is very common with high-risk neuroblastoma. If it returns, Tommy's chances of survival would drop drastically to 5 to 10%. The family are remaining positive about his chances, but have launched a fundraiser to cover the costs of future treatment, which could see them forced to travel to England or as far as the United States with costs as high as $250,000 for treatment.